something open forever. They'd have to be making a decision pretty soon.
Former state attorney weighing in on a bizarre case that's still open in Lee County. John Marshall made headlines after admitting to killing his Bokeelia neighbor in self-defense, then drove his body to his attorney's office over the bridge into Fort Myers. Now, he was never charged in that crime, but he was sentenced to 22 months in jail for his part in another incident. 4 in Your Corner's Lisa Greenberg joining us live from the Lee County Jail to explain this one. Lisa?
Well, Amy, John Marshall is behind bars here tonight, found guilty of aggravated battery after he drove his truck into a man at the McDonald's on Pine Island Road and then took off. And that happened back in 2014. But what about that 2015 case in which he admitted to killing his neighbor in self-defense? Well, the Lee County Sheriff's Office says they're still investigating. It's a bizarre incident that rocked the little island of Bokeelia in March. 53-year-old John Marshall telling his lawyer he killed his neighbor in self-defense, then drove his body 25 miles to the Robert Harris law firm in Fort Myers.
The man pulled a gun and hit my client in the face. Of course, my client was in fear for his life and thought he was going to die.
The death of Ted Hubble left neighbors devastated and on edge.
The most noble human being I've ever known in my life. And I've not slept, and I've not, like I say, I have no more tears to shed.
Almost 9 months later, Marshall has not been charged in the case, and the sheriff's office is still investigating.
It's not a complex case. It should be winding down. They should be making a decision pretty soon.
Former state attorney Joe D'Alessandro tells me there's no time limit when it comes to how long before charging someone in a homicide, but says in cases like this, if there is a reason to make an arrest, it should be sooner rather than later.
You can't keep something open forever. You either have to close it, charge, or decline to charge.
He goes on to say the recent explosion in violence in Lee County could be the reason this case, which has no time constraints, could still be under investigation.
It may have been on the side burner for a while because there was no pressure, and we've had a lot of things going on in this community using law enforcement, so it may just be on the back burner and they move it up to the front burner.
Again, Marshall has not been charged in the death of Ted Hubble, but he is serving a 22-month sentence for that aggravated battery charge. Reporting live in Lee County, Lisa Greenberg, Fox 4 in your corner.